You may be planning your next trip, or maybe you're just adding destinations to your travel bucket list. Either way, here are 7 reasons why I think you should visit Vietnam. Starting this list off hot, the first reason you should visit Vietnam is for its landscapes and natural beauty. No matter where you go in Vietnam, you can count on having many breathtaking moments. I don't know how many times just driving down the road, I literally had to pinch myself just to remind myself that, hey, this is real life and I wasn't dreaming. From the limestone cliffs of Ha Long Bay to the mountains of Sapa, the deserts of Mui Na, we're exploring one of the back channels of the Mekong Delta in the south, and everywhere in between. No matter where you go, you're in for a pleasant surprise. And that is just the first reason to visit Vietnam. The second reason, if you're anything like me and you do a lot of your thinking with your stomach, is the food. Vietnam is very well known for their food culture. They have so many different unique dishes, whether or not it's the pho or the bom bo way, fresh spring rolls or banh mi, or any other amazing street food. If you are hungry and well, you love food, Vietnam is definitely the place for you. The third reason to visit Vietnam is the rich history and culture of Vietnam. Some of the most beautiful places that I've been to while in Vietnam is the beautiful temples and pagodas, and even the monuments of the Cham people, which reigned there from like the 2nd century up until like the 17th century. So a long, diverse, rich history there. There's amazing, beautiful places to see and ways to immerse yourself in the different cultures. And that is the third reason to see Vietnam. The fourth reason to visit Vietnam is, well, you can probably afford to visit Vietnam. Now, the flights to get there can be expensive depending on where you're coming from the States. It can be a bit pricey, but when you are in Vietnam, well, it's one of the most affordable countries in the entire world and one of the most affordable countries in Southeast Asia. I've stayed in many 4 and 5-star resorts that I could never hope to afford if I was back in the States. The fifth reason that you should visit Vietnam is probably not something that initially you would think about when you think of Vietnam, but that is that Vietnam has some absolutely beautiful beaches. There are many different places that you can go for a good beach experience. And it's not necessarily something that I imagined about Vietnam, but being there and seeing the different places for myself has been an absolute blessing. I actually have a video talking all about the beaches, so I'm not going to go into everything, but you have Nha Trang, Mui Na, Phu Quoc. You have so many different places that you can go for a great beach experience. And if that's what you're looking for, it can also be found in Vietnam. The sixth reason to go and experience Vietnam is the friendly locals in Vietnam. I don't know how many times I walk down the street and see somebody with a big smile on their face that is absolutely warming of the heart. Now, not everybody is the same, and you can find good or bad people no matter where you go, but from my experience, Vietnamese people overall are a very welcoming and great group of people to get to know, and well, I even fell in love with one. The seventh reason to go to Vietnam is, well, kind of something that I guess you could say about pretty much all travel, and that is to expand your horizons. I know personally, when I first thought of Vietnam, unfortunately, the first thing I thought of was war. Growing up in America, pretty much everything that we hear about Vietnam is in relation to, well, the Vietnam War. And to be able to go and explore and see the place and see the people behind the place, I don't know how to better explain it than just by saying that it has made me personally a better person. Not a better person than anybody else, but a better person than the person I was before I went and saw Vietnam. So those are just 7 reasons why I think Vietnam is worth taking a look at. Drop in the comment section below and let me know, are you thinking about going to Vietnam? Have you been there in the past? Do you agree with my list? Would you add more to the list? If you've liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And until next time, peace.